Hello, my name is Jerry Stichter, and on behalf of the Ohio Auctioneers Association, we're in Columbus in 2011, the January Winter Convention. I'm here with Dave Kaufman, Hall of Fame member, 2010, and asking some questions about his perspective on the auction industry and his induction into the Hall of Fame. How many years in the auction business?
40 years.
40 years. Started out from what beginning?
Started out all by myself, or I had my apprenticeship under John Andrews. Very proud and very happy to be under his apprenticeship for 1 year, and then started on my own.
And that's grown to how many staff members and what?
We've got about 25 salespeople, and that includes about 8 auctioneers.
Quite a group to manage and maintain.
It is.
Do cell phones help?
Cell phones, absolutely. Emails, texts, they're all part of it.
Did you think in 1998 you were going to be carrying your phone on your hip or emailing your clients with information? The digital photography today is another technology aspect that we didn't deal with in the past.
Yes, it is, and it's, again, the next generation. It's amazing how critical they are about photos, how it's got to be done differently and how it's got to be done right to get the best pictures. And so we're very much aware of that, but digital pictures. I used to run ads to newspapers because of deadlines, and now, of course, with email and all these other avenues, we can do it that way.
When you say run, you mean you literally got in your car or a vehicle and had to drive it to the paper.
Literally. I did that more than one Sunday afternoon, take an ad up to the Farm and Dairy in Salem because of the deadlines.
Yes, it wasn't a matter of a telephone call, or it was a physical movement to get it done. And that's something that is completely different today. The OAA, we're here at the Ohio Auctioneers Association Convention. You've been a member of this organization. The educational aspects, can you talk to us about that?
I think it's a vital part of the business because it's always changing. New things are added, rules, regulations. I think it's very important that we support our association and be a part of it so that we have our proper ammunition, whatever the cases may be. But I think it's very important that we support the OAA and, of course, are members of it as well. The education part of it is very important.
And the OAA has been behind. It's not required in our state, but they have offered such a great deal of information to the auctioneers, both members of the association and non-members, and I think that's been good. An aspect that we always hear about the bid callers. How fast can you talk? We're not going to ask you to do that right now, but there's more to this business than just standing in front of those people and calling those numbers.
I think that is good, and I realize many people like to hear a bid call, but I think it's much more important how much knowledge you have of your product. How can you present something that far exceeds the bid calling itself. People need to have confidence that you know what you're talking about, what product you're selling, that you have knowledge about it.
And the empathy this business has for sellers and trying to solve a problem. It's not a matter of just putting a product on the table. There's more behind the scenes.
Absolutely. I always say that the work prior to sale is probably 80% of it. And then the day of the sale, hopefully, you can then perform, do what you need to.
Some advice to, getting started. You've been in the business a good many years, and there's some that have been in the business just not participated. There are others just now starting out as 1, 2, 3, or 4 years into the auction business. Is there any advice or information that you would think would be helpful?
I think, again, being a member of the association, getting all that information you can, the education you can, running a real good business, meaning you're upright, you're honest, you're a person of integrity. First of all, create a good, strong home base, wherever you're located at. If you get a home base built, then of course you can branch out from there.
We were talking earlier. You mentioned a unique item you sold recently. We all have those. What What was this last item that comes to mind?
Just about a week ago, I sold a salesman's sample of a seed cleaner, a little clipper seed cleaner, brought $1,350. It was very unique, but a good price too.
Do you see a change from those small items, unique items, to our antique market? We hear, the world's changing.
Yes, it is, and I think possibly maybe some of the high-ticket items, furniture-wise, might be hit a little bit more with our economic downturn, where they're picking up maybe smaller pieces, maybe not quite as much invested because of the economic downturn.
But this is an organization that promotes auction marketing, and I guess, with your perspective and years, the free market system. Don't we let everybody in?
Yes. Yeah. I think it's the idea of something being properly promoted and then letting the free market take care of itself. Many, many times that establishes your price.
You've got the person spending $1 and the person spending huge sums of money in all walks of life.